Hey, Dr. Matt here. So 2 people just died because of an air freshener. Isn't that crazy? One was a child even. If there's a benefit to air fresheners, I'm not sure where that is at. I haven't seen it. They're synthetic. They're pollutants. They're literally poisoning the air. They're not. These fragrances are not for human benefit. They are not. They're for benefiting some entity out there that can make things that is very cheap and sell at a high price and make a lot of money off of us. And they're not for our benefit. I personally have not had anybody die in my family or circle or patients related to an air freshener, but I have countless who have all manner of sickness, of headaches, migraines, digestive symptoms, crazy fatigue, where they got to lay down for 3 or 4 days after going to church, from just being put in a position where, like when those Glade air conditioner perfume things was on in somebody's car, or they walk into a church, or they went into a hair salon or down a particular aisle at a grocery store. Even myself, I'll get headaches, for like brain foggy if I come in close contact with somebody who's got a lot of those perfumes and stuff on. It's those fragrances they're fake, they're frauds. We want people crazy. You might say I'm crazy, but we want to smell, we want to sense people's natural fragrances. These sprays and all that are just lambasted everywhere, they're all fake, they're all fraud. We want to be able to understand the natural fragrance that comes from a human being. So the idea of air fresheners to me is just crazy. It's such a misnomer, because there's nothing about an air freshener that freshens the air. Putting chemicals into the air to change the smell of the air we breathe is not freshening the air. Would you agree? Is that freshening the air? No, it's polluting the air. I know it sounds like I'm on a soapbox right now. I kind of am, because I could not believe that 2 people died from air fresheners. Totally unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. Pollution is defined as the introduction to the air of a substance which has harmful or poisonous effects. So literally you could say pollution equals air freshener. This is precisely what those fragrances you think you can't live without. It's what they're doing to you. This is what they're doing to your family, to your kiddos, to your coworkers. Freshening the air would literally be like opening the windows to your home, opening the windows in your car, at least if you're not sitting in the middle of traffic, or opening the window in your bathroom next to your shower. That would be freshening your air. That'd be letting new air in, making the air more desirable, more hospitable, more inhabitable for the human body. Letting fresh air. That's how you freshen air. Not spraying more poison, more contaminant into the air, more polluted into the air. I think you would be shocked to know how many people in your life literally have a decreased capacity to live, a decreased vitality, vigor, and feel almost like their energy is being stripped away, or they have this symptom onset just because of scents, perfumes, colognes, aftershave, Febreze, that people spray on their clothing, in the air now in bathrooms. These air fresheners, because they're not really air fresheners, these Glade things that you stick in the AC of your car, these are not air fresheners. These are an environmental nuisance. They're destructive to our nervous systems. They're destructive to the endocrine system. The endocrine system, that's the hypothalamus, thalamus, pituitary, the thyroid, adrenals, ovaries, testes. I see environmentalists, government officials, especially on the West Coast, Washington, California, they're just like clamoring to get rid of gasoline, any car powered by gasoline. Like, it's destroying our environment. Carbon levels are going through the roof because of these cars, all this. And yet, these chemical vapors from scented products, guess what? They have the exact same environmental impact. Like, not just like, oh, they do the same, but literally the amount of impact is the same. In fact, they did these studies in Los Angeles trying to figure out, okay, what is the deal? We got all this pollution, this air pollution, and yet we're getting better with these cars, we're reducing emissions, all this kind of stuff. It's not changing anything. What's the deal? And what they found out, it's actually the scented stuff. It's all these colognes and perfumes and scents. That's the problem. Like, that is actually having the same amount of impact. In fact, now becoming even a greater impact than actually all these thousands and thousands of cars driving around. So, and I would even suggest, gasoline's a natural product. So maybe it's having an even greater negative impact than the cars are having, because these scents, these fragrances, they're all synthetic. They're just chemicals thrown together, created to make us perceive that we are smelling something that's fantastic, when in reality, it's poisonous. So, when a car, the idea of gasoline is like we're trying to make it as efficient as possible, right? And so in that efficiency, they're trying to make it so no fuel escapes, no gasoline escapes. They're literally designed to minimize gasoline loss. Cars are, so that you can maximize the energy generated by combustion, whereas the actual opposite effect is what perfumes and air fresheners are doing. What are they doing? They're trying to make it so everybody smells you, everybody around you, everybody that goes in this room, and if it's office space, in the gym, bathroom, whatever, into the home, they're taking it in. They're literally air fresheners. It's like they're designed to poison the air of your neighbor, of your coworker, of the family member, of whatever space we walk into. That's what air fresheners, perfumes, colognes, all these things are designed to do. Because we're not doing it for ourselves, right? We're doing it for everybody else, so that basically everybody else can partake of this aroma we're wearing around. I know this is hardcore, isn't it, right? So if you have any issues though with fat metabolism, this is for your benefit. I'm telling you right now, this is for your benefit. If you have issues with fat metabolism, you have issues with like you're over fat, endocrine issues like polycystic ovarian syndrome, thyroid disease, Hashimoto's, fibrocystic breast disease, PMS symptoms, menstrual irregularities, maybe just like crazy cramping during your menstrual cycle, low testosterone levels. You got nervous system issues like anxiety, panic, depression, maybe memory, cognition issues. Just feel like, man, I cannot gather the information I want to gather from what I'm doing. Brain fog. Then I would get all the fake synthetic scents out of your life. Find them, eliminate them, and enjoy fresh, truly, you could freshen your own air by just getting rid of all these scents, these colognes, perfumes, aftershaves, Glade things, plugins, Febreze, all that kind of stuff from your life. I would consider putting your office or put on your office or home door like a sign that says, hey, scent-free zone. And there's a lot of people that'd be like, man, thank you so much. This really is a huge deal. So many people are suffering, and you might be suffering and not even realize it. I have patients who've got crazy chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, and I cannot get them to get rid of the scents. Like, I can smell it all over you when you walk in the office. You got to get rid of that stuff. It is literally poisoning your body. And it's just impossible for them to see that and understand that. But it's anything our being has to sense, like our sensory system, anything it has to sense has the opportunity to hurt us and harm us. So if you can relieve your being of the synthetic scents, man, what a benefit. So if I go in a public restroom, I literally would rather smell urine or fecal matter than whatever chemical concoction is being spewed into the air. Because the deal is, no matter how much stuff they're spraying in the air, the fecal matter, the urine, those smells are still present. They're just basically putting this thing as a cover-up over them. And you know what? I'm not in a cover-up, right? So there was this study in 2016 where 40% of people said that they would get migraines or significant respiratory distress, respiratory issues, by being in office spaces where fragrances are regularly used. In fact, there was another study published in Air Quality and Atmosphere Health. This is crazy, but they literally concluded, I don't think it's crazy, I think it's totally normal, but majority of our office spaces would probably think this is crazy. They actually concluded that a simple, cost-effective way to decrease health risk and to improve air quality and over just health quality of the office, guess what? was to remove fragrance products. So any product that put out some kind of smell from it, some good smell to freshen things. If we relieved those from the office space, like that was just a simple, effective way to just greatly enhance the health and the safety of the workspace. Isn't that crazy? So do yourself and your family, your coworkers, your boss, your clients, man, do them, your kiddos, just a world of good by simply just dropping the fragrances. It's going to save you money too, right? Drop the fragrances from your life. It's going to save you. It's going to help you. And we're all going to be saying a big thank you to each other. We're not going to be polluting the environment. We're not going to be polluting ourselves or homes. And we're just all going to be less likely to have, allergenic responses and multiple chemical sensitivity and those kind of things. All right, hope this wasn't too much. I'm Dr. Matt. And like, share, subscribe. You got to send this to somebody to help them. You got somebody who's wearing a bunch of foo-foo on them, send it to them. Just help them out. Literally, they're probably living less than they could live because of the foo-foo they're putting on themselves. Talk to you guys later.